had to make it look juicy for him.
This is Art from Ohio, and we're gonna be talking about this Cenat dude. Well, he's a YouTuber, got a lot of people that's following him or whatnot. So he tells the people that's following him when he comes to New York, he's gonna be giving away some free electronics. He stays in Atlanta, in a typically black area, and he moved from New York, which is typically black area, to Atlanta. So when he gets to New York, all the people show up to where he told them he was going to be at. So when they show up, he goes out in the middle of the crowd. I didn't see him giving no electronics away. I'm wondering if he gave some electronics away. If he didn't give the electronics away, why didn't he? And where is the electronics that he said he was going to be giving away or whatnot? So while he's out there, it ended up happening that a lot of these younger generation of kids that follow him and people that's around his age group that's following him, they end up getting up rioting and tearing stuff up down where they was at. And the police were called. So when the police were called, they had to escort him off or whatnot. Then they end up arresting him. So for inciting a riot. So I've been seeing some YouTubers saying, oh, dude, that ain't fair what they doing. They basically messing with him. They shouldn't be trying to charge him for something like that because it ain't fair. Well, I mean, what else do you expect after they don't tour up the city? I mean, that's what it's called, is inciting a riot, when this is the definition what a riot is called. So the YouTubers that are saying that, they foolish or whatnot.
You all right? Get the hell out of my way. Get the Frank, get back. Here, I got it. Damn! You all right, Dave? Motherfucking shoes untied, man. God damn. Man, why you ain't help him up? Shit, I just got back in town, man. How the hell I supposed to know he was gonna bang on my motherfucking head like that, man?
So my thing is this. Is it allegedly, is it far-fetched for me to go to say that, like, people like the Antifa, now I ain't saying he's Antifa, or I ain't saying he's BLM, because I don't know his political stance or whatnot, but is it far-fetched for me to speculate that this is the left's new way of trying to cause riots and get them little marches and stuff like that to where they tear up the city, is by saying that they having free giveaways and stuff so they can get a whole bunch of people to turn up and come to these events or whatnot, but they really ain't giving nothing away. Their intentions is for them to come down there and tear up. And so I'm asking, is this a new tactic that the left is trying to use and deploy now? So people are just thinking, oh, he just trying to be nice and give free stuff away, or something like that. Now I'm just speculating. I'm not for sure or not, but I just find it awfully funny that people are acting like he wouldn't know that people was gonna show up and tear up and act like they was acting over free stuff. And he's grew up and allegedly been around black people all his life. So you mean to tell me he doesn't know that people were gonna show up and he ain't have enough laptops and PlayStations for everybody? So it's gonna be a whole bunch of people that's gonna be mad because they not able to get one. And what's gonna end up happening? They're gonna be mad and end up tearing stuff up. He only had a handful, more than likely a handful of stuff to give away to a certain amount of people. I didn't see 10 U-Haul trucks filled up with stuff. So it was gonna be a whole bunch of people that was gonna end up being mad. And for y'all to think and say that, oh, he didn't know all these people was gonna show up is nonsense. I mean, anybody gonna try to show up for something free, especially electronics. And if anybody gonna show up for something free, you can expect there's gonna be some blacks. So he didn't know this? I call it BS. I call it BS because he's financially smart enough to make the financial moves that he's making to where he's successful as he is right now, I can only speculate that he got to have people around him that's telling him, hey, this wouldn't be a smart move unless he was allegedly intentionally doing this to get these people to riot. Now, I'm just speculating on if he intentionally did this to get them to riot, because I'm not for sure. But you can't tell me he doesn't have people around him that allegedly would have told him that oh, it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna show up and this ain't gonna be a good thing, especially in liberal New York, where the crime is already high, to where it's already a whole bunch of political leaders up there that's dysfunctional. Most of the parents up there is dysfunctional. So you can expect that the kids and stuff is gonna be dysfunctional. For him not to know, and he from there, so he know how the people interact and how they act in that area. So I don't believe that he just didn't know all these people was gonna show up, and that he didn't know what was going to end up happening or whatnot. So my thing is this: what's going to end up happening with him with these charges is he's more than likely not going to go to jail for this. But what's going to end up happening is they're going to end up changing the laws from this mandatory 1 year to it's going to end up being a mandatory 3 to 5 years for inciting a riot. And guess what's going to end up happening? Y'all's kids going to end up going out here and trying to do what he did or doing it another way and inciting a riot. And y'all's kids is going to jail for 3 to 5 years. So it ain't going to be, everybody ain't going to be getting off like how he is or whatnot. But also, I'm like, well, why do you got these younger generation that's following behind this type of dude that's dumb enough to go out here and do something like this? Because I'm pretty sure that if he's dumb enough to do something like this, he probably more than likely says dumb stuff on his YouTube channel all the time. So you mean to tell me the demographic of kids that's in New York and all over America is this dumb to where they don't know when people are lying to them and misleading them? And I go to say, yes, they are this dumb, because they parents is this dumb. But it's so sad that people ain't able to read through and see the BS, that they easily fooled, to where you falling behind people that keep putting your life in danger, and y'all liking danger. And then when one of y'all end up turning up and getting hurt, your mom's is on TV talking about he was a good kid. He would have gave his shirt off his back. I don't know why they would do something like that. In turn, the kid that they talking about that end up getting killed was either a pedophile, a robber, killer, assaulting the cops, doing something like that, and end up getting killed in the commission of doing whatever they was doing. It was a criminal activity. Now your mom's on here fake crying with no tears on her face talking about he was a good kid. Man, y'all better wake up and stop falling blind behind people that's giving and showing y'all signs that they dysfunctional, and just because they got a nice smile, a gold chain, or talking educated, everything that look good and sound good is good when it ain't. You better get a brain and use your brains instead of for a hat rack. Because that's how a lot of y'all end up dead. Because y'all thinking everybody is for good for you, and they ain't. And then y'all end up getting your head busted or falling behind people like this, and he walk off the cliff, and y'all walk off the cliff with him. Yep. You better wake up. For sure, you better wake up. But yeah, that's just something I was just thinking or whatnot. I wonder if this is a way that the left is trying to use new tactics to basically, instead of them saying like with the Antifa and the BLM stuff, where they was going down there marching for these police shootings and using that to go down there and tear the city up, instead of them doing that, they trying to offer up stuff, like they giving away stuff just to get a whole turnout of people to show up. So then in turn, they end up starting a riot and tear up the city when the left don't get their way. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all comment, but I appreciate it or whatnot for y'all watching and following my channel. This is RDR signing out.